what is your best advice for newbies setting out on the trail? Someone who's completely new.
Someone that's new to hiking, or someone that's new to through hiking, or
I guess both. Maybe both.
Doing an overnight trek. Somebody.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Whether it's one night or, 100 nights.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think equipment is important, just like the basics, making sure you have what you need. And I always recommend just going to like a local outfitters, and a lot of times they can do pack shakedowns where you can lay out, they'll go through your pack. You can tell them like, hey, this is where I want to go. This is what I have. Like, what do I need? What I don't need. So that's always nice and available at most outfitters, I would think, especially along the AT. Yeah. And making sure, just planning like logistically, making sure you have like a shuttle arranged, or if someone's going to pick you up, like the car situation, going to the Forest Service websites, making sure there's no trail closure. So like those kinds of things. And then I guess, speaking on like the through hiking side, I always like to recommend that people know that their intention of like why they're going out there. That would help me if I had more of a clear goal of like, what am I trying to accomplish with this? Even if it's just like having fun or connecting with nature, and just to really kind of get into up-level your experience in like a deeper way. Those are kind of my key things.
Yeah. I mean, I have, most of my stuff is technical.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my kind of 3 go-tos in this is be prepared, unless you're going for a short trip and you know exactly what the weather is, prepared to be wet while you're hiking, period. People think when they're going out, they need to have these ginormous logging boots on and be walking around with super waterproof shoes. If it's not dead middle of winter, it's quite the opposite. You want to have the most breathable shoes that can take on any water, because those shoes will dry overnight. The others will not. And also big, heavy boots drag you down. The structure, the way your ankles work and your feet, people think that having laces all the way up to your, halfway up your shin is going to help you not roll your ankles. It's actually about the base of the shoe itself and the width of the heel, not kind of overdoing it in the feet world. Is important, and prepared to be wet when you're hiking. But going along with that is your sleeping bag and your clothes, what I call your comforts, what you're going to have at the end of the day, always in the middle of your pack. Maybe kind of obvious, but as long as you're prepared to be wet while you're moving and you have all of those things in the dead middle of your pack, you're going to be okay, like no matter what. And then the third thing for me is paying attention to what other people are doing. Everybody's different. I have to focus on my feet 100% of the time when I'm in the woods because I have feet problems. I know people who can throw on a pair of Nike Dunks and never look at their feet once and carry 50 pounds and never even think about it. And especially when it comes to staying dry while you're hiking, even though you're going to be wet, just other people's techniques, small umbrellas, things of this nature, all these little details. It's all about paying attention to what other people are doing, because that's how you're going to learn when you're around people, especially if you're starting a through hike. Look to the people who seem to be focusing on things you're focusing on and paying attention, because it all seems kind of simple, but there's just so many tricks of the trade and so many little details that really can make the difference for whether or not you're comfortable when you're in the wilderness.
And it's nice to not have to feel like you're going out and reinventing any wheels.
Yeah, totally.
Yes, a lot has been figured out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll also add to let someone know where you're going, someone responsible, and maybe brush up on leave no trace principles. You can go to leavenotrace.org, I think, and we have them in our book too. It's just outdoor ethics of actually how to recreate responsibly. Yeah, what to do with your waste and good stuff like that.